Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into my kind of sort of response to the video. As you guys know, I made a short video just explaining that they're pushing it back. There's no timetable. Obviously, the reason why they're not making a timetable is because, honestly, they don't know. They don't know. It's good to have timetables, right? To give people an idea of exactly what's going on. It's good to have timetables because sometimes it's good to have that pressure on you, you know? But I think that there has been a lot of frustration in the background. I don't know for sure. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of frustration in the background. Maybe from the CEOs. Maybe, I'm so sorry, you guys. Good grief. Okay, silence. Every time, you know, I can't trust this damn thing. It's quiet and then all of a sudden it just goes off. But anyway, there's probably some frustrations through with the managers and stuff like that. Not managers, CEOs. So let's go back here. I just kind of want to talk about, I'm not going to go through all of this, but I kind of do want to talk about, hey, where have we been? Where we're going to go? And what's happening now? We're going to talk about the virtual asset service provider, what they talked about as being one of the things that's actually preventing launch. They also talked about how having mass testing or more extended testing it needs to be done as well. I have some comments on that as far as the product itself, because there's a lot of things that we will need to talk about, and some things that we have to think about as launch is coming up. So it's not going to be Q3. It's definitely not going to be Q3. It's not going to be, my personal opinion, it's not going to be October. If they're able to hunker down and get things the way they needed to get done, I'm looking at November. I'm just looking at November. If all things go to hell, I'm looking at January. Although November, December timeframe is when people start having holidays. It's the end of the year. There's a lot of stuff going on, vacations, all of this stuff. So I don't know what's going on in the background exactly, but I do know that there's some kind of timetable. Now, let's talk about this from a business perspective, and we're going to talk about Hot itself, not Holo Fuel. We're going to talk about Hot, but let's just step back a little bit and look at not Holochain, but Holo. As everyone should know, Holo is a for-profit organization. They've made their ICO. We've been through a lot, you know. They shipped the Holo ports, the pre-release of Holo Fuel Redux, hosted Elemental Chat. We were excited about that. The sharding and the countersigning, all of these things, it took time. And you know, we didn't know how long it would take for a lot of these things to happen. There was a lot of frustration. I think it says Holochain Rust Alpha. I think this is when they switched everything to Rust. I'm not sure, but it was during that time frame. And yeah, so going back to where they've come from. It's been a lot. So it's been quite of an adventure. It's been frustrating too. Anything from rumors with Mary Camacho, we won't get into that because it's all water under the bridge. All the way up into people complaining that they're taking too long or that the project is going to be canceled because, or, you know, during the AMAs, they explained how it's taking them a long time with Holochain, not Holo. Now there's problems, as they've stated to us, is that there are problems with Holo Fuel, right? Because Holo Fuel is going to be the first app or HAP, really, mutual credit currency HAP on Holochain, right? So they're having issues with Holo Fuel. Mary Camacho stated that there's a lot of things, a lot of stuff that's happening, and they're trying to pinpoint exactly what that one thing is, because she stated that Holo Fuel, the HAP, uses Holo, the HAP, uses all of or most of the I should say the programming that's needed, that's provided by Holochain, right? Or that's on Holochain. So it's basically pushing Holochain to its maximum abilities. So yeah, I don't want to get too deep into that because that is a little bit technical stuff. If you guys want, please watch the AMA. It's right on their page. But yeah, so Mary Camacho talked about virtual asset provider. I'm going to talk about HOT and Holo Fuel. Well, more HOT, but a little bit on Holo Fuel, because there are some questions. But when we look at Holo as an organization, we look at, do they have a... Do they have... So here's their frequently asked questions. This is another thing that they're going to start talking about. I think I just saw on X. We're going to go over that as well, about these questions. A lot of people are trying to understand exactly what's going on, and this is going to be complicated. One of the big ones is why is there no supply limit for Holo Fuel, right? And so we're going to get into a little bit of this. And then move forward. But let's talk about virtual asset provider, because I had to go and I had to look, and I'm like, what in the world is a virtual asset provider? How easy is it to get? What's happening here? So I am actually reading this for the first time. So for many of you, I didn't read this and then say, oh, I'm gonna make a video on this. This is me actually reading it. This is how I actually do a little bit of research. Obviously, I can do a little bit more in the background, but this is created. This was created February 6th of 2024. And what is VASP? Okay, it says VASP, Virtual Asset Service Provider, is any business that conducts one or more of the following activities on behalf of its clients: exchange between virtual assets and fiat currency. So that's immediate number one right there. That's going to happen, or probably going to happen, with Holo Fuel, right? Because there's going to be a reserve account, and right now the reserve is only HOT. So honestly, it's not using fiat currency at the moment as a virtual asset. Or I should say the virtual asset to a fiat currency. Number two, it says exchange between different forms of virtual assets. This is very true. So Holo Fuel and HOT are both virtual assets, and they have different functions, right? And so those who are hosting Holo Fuel are earning Holo Fuel to go into the reserve account and exchange their Holo Fuel for HOT so that they can do whatever they want with it, right? Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not sleepy, I promise. Safeguarding and or administration of virtual assets or instruments, enabling control over virtual assets. This probably will have to do with something like Springboard or any kind of Holo Fuel account, right? Provision of financial services related to the issuer's offer and sale of virtual assets. So the comprehensive definition by Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, captures a wide array of participants in the digital finance sector, including cryptocurrency exchanges, digital wallet providers, and ATM operators. So here's the thing. Obviously, this is a U.S. thing, and I made it in my last video because I wasn't really sure whether this was U.S. or what it's provided. But I was like, you know what? In my video, I said, you know what, F the U.S. Like, just put it out there, and then, their regulations are crap. The reality of it is that if you want things to run efficiently and smoothly and across the board and across the world, you have to go through the U.S. That's just is what it is. And as much as I hate to say it, because um, I hate it. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because in a way, like, things have to be done in a correct way so that we in the U.S. could partake in whatever is being offered to us. In other ways, though, it's like a lot of red tape and a lot of frustrations because, again, you know, like Mary said, this stuff is just starting to happen. Like, within the last 5 years, they're having new regulations. Oh, it has to be this, and this. It's all confusing. People still look. The president, like, what's her name? Biden, Harris, Trump. They all don't even know on a deep level or understand cryptocurrencies, right? I don't think they really care, to be honest. It says the digital finance landscape is evolving rapidly, and virtual service providers playing an important role in this transformation. VAFs serve as a key facilitators in the cryptocurrency digital asset markets, offering a range of activities vital for the seamless operation of the digital economy. In recent times, the regulatory environment surrounding VAFs has been significant developments aimed at enhancing compliance through regulation. So, anyway, I'm not going to read all of these. I think you guys get the point. Several jurisdictions have set themselves apart by issuing regulations favorable to establishment of crypto-related businesses. These include Abu Dhabi, Cayman Islands, Dubai, Hong Kong, London, UAE, UK, Singapore, South Korea. By the way, it seems like they're going to be in Singapore on the 18th or something like that. We're going to find out on X. But they're going to be, I guess it's something 2024 or 57, 47. Oh, anyway, we'll get there. So, yeah, it's going to be, you know, these jurisdictions have been awesome. And so, and you guys can see that some of these areas you're able to invest, whether in a good way or a bad way, because there's been a lot of people who have been scammed in the Cayman Islands. And that's because, you know, if you have lackadaisical or lackluster set of rules and regulations, it makes it very easy for those people, for regular everyday people like myself, to be scammed. It's just true. So, you got to be careful with that. There's a lot of questions. I'm going to go into... So, that's all with virtual asset providers. I also think that, as I stated before, I think because they're going into this whole Holochain, they're going into this whole... What's the word? They're trying to do a little bit more advertising. You guys see they're more out there in the world. They're doing more interviews, all kinds of stuff, right? Which is a very positive thing. But I do want you guys to stay of note. For those of you guys who are very, very frustrated with the Holochain / Holo organization, because I believe that the people, for the most part, are the same. So when the people are in charge that are the same, whether it's the CEOs or the founders, that have their, you know, their hands in a cookie jar, it's pretty much the same thing. So when we look at Holochain and Holo and we see where they are right now, you guys have to, for those who are frustrated, you have to understand what exactly that they're trying to do. And this is something that's major that they're trying to do. This isn't something that, oh, well, you know, it's just a little thing and then, you know, you can improve there and here and there. They're trying to do things right because the last thing that they want to do is end up like Solana. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. For people who are trying to make money, investing in Solana is pretty much not a bad idea. Maybe. I mean, I think Solana is a scam, but honestly, if you got for some people who are rich out there, you got $20,000, $30,000. When there's a bull run with Bitcoin, people are just gonna buy in. That's just what it is, and you can probably 5 to 20x your income. So if you got $5,000 to $10,000 lying around, why not? Because people are going to invest in Solana. Just is what it is, regardless of whether it's crap or not. Now, going back to Holochain and Holochain and Holo, we see that there's a lot of organizations that are actually waiting. I made a video on this. They're waiting for Holo to launch so that they can start their businesses and their apps, right? So there's a little bit of frustration all over the place because I mean I imagine as a developer you are chomping at the bit to get this started or get some things started with Holo, and or maybe even use Holo Fuel, or in some cases hot. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. All right, let's go ahead and go to X. I just wanted to mention that. Let's go ahead on to X here. Oh, by the way, when the I should say when the response was happening with the, or when people were responding on the launch update, people were talking about Lambos. They were all over the place. Some people had great questions. Some people had terrible questions. And we're going to get into hot because I really want to talk about hot. I've been saying this forever. I made videos on it. I did everything. And I don't know what else to do. Actually, there is nothing else for me to do but to show you guys and have proof. Okay, here's what's happening. So let's see what's happening in Holo right now. Vincent Chase says, not sure what is going on right now. Don't have time to watch AMAs, launch briefs these days. Can anyone sum up why they delayed the launch? All right, so let's listen to this response here. They don't have a license approval yet. They need more than 1 month for approval. Holo Fuel app is not ready. They need to solve some issues before release. They didn't set new release date yet. I think this is way better. I do think that it is better that they're not releasing any information, but I mean, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people wonder why aren't people getting hot, or because of this, because there's a lot of honestly, if it was a different company or organization that I've done research on and I just don't see them, I don't believe in their what they're trying to do, I'm gonna be like, I'm out. Shit, I'm out. For some of you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've stated this before. I stated it on X a couple weeks ago. If this project is not launched during this bull run, I won't be investing in hot anymore. I just won't be. I'm going to find a different project. Actually, I do have a couple projects in the background that I do intend on possibly investing in. But obviously, my own personal finances got to be right before I can start investing in stuff. So, if you guys are married, don't ever get divorced. If you aren't married, don't ever get married. Then you won't ever have to get divorced. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so there's a lot going on there. But anyway, we got a lot of people. This is what happens. Some people get burned. They bought in at 3 cents. They bought hot at 3 cents. Hot is going to be available. And they believe that we had some people who were talking about that hot is going to go away. They were saying that it's trash. You guys know who I'm talking about. Now, let's see from the horse's mouth. I believe I hold on. Oh, what did I do? You know what? I don't know how to work X because I didn't. It was something that I liked by. Let's just go home. Let's go down here. Yeah. So, Nathan Lene, working on facts around Holo, curious as to what you consider the most frequently asked questions around Holo. Doing this for collecting purposes. I won't promise a response to each question here on X. If you can ask me 3 questions about Holo, what would you ask? First off, this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Okay? I love Aladdin. I am a huge Aladdin fan. You cannot put Will Smith there. You just can't. You just can't. If you ain't got Robin Williams there, and I don't care if he is a cartoon character. I don't care if he's real life. I don't care if you get a past photo of Robin Williams. That's the guy you use for that. Not Will Smith. Now, granted, the movie Aladdin, the real life Aladdin was okay. It wasn't bad. It was fun. It was pretty funny at times too, so it wasn't bad. But come on, man, nothing can replace Robin Williams. All right, let's oh, there's only been one. Actually somebody said why launch delayed. They were ready for Voss. Okay, so not too many people have even responded, but he stated, let's click on his page because I'm pretty sure he stated will be live because it's something that I had it was something that I had liked what he said. I actually reposted it. What did I repost? Here we go. Here we go. This is someone within the Holochain organization. After 6-month swap period, HOT will continue to exist as an ERC20 token on exchanges. Those who do not swap their HOT for Holo Fuel during this period will keep their HOT, which will still be a currency that is always accepted to purchase Holo Fuel at the reserve accounts. People, you cannot make it more clear. This is why I get frustrated when people start, when someone is like, this is 2 or 3 years ago. I used to get on arguments on X with I'm gonna call them Holo Knights. I'm gonna call them Holo. I don't know what to call them, but they Holo extremists. You know, Holo Fuel extremists. I don't know what to call them. But they're like, oh, HOT's, it's gonna be worthless after the swap, and it's not gonna be used, and it's not gonna. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And then what's his name? Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. These questions keep popping up for a reason. HOT was used as via the IPO to fund Holo and Holochain. After the swap, there is no real value for HOT anymore. Holo will have its fuel and chain, no coin. This will keep confusing people and markets, so we might clarify or explain it again. Now, it doesn't need to be explained again. What's happening is that people don't want to listen to something that is against what they believe in, right? It's like, no, I just don't want to believe what they're saying. Arthur Brock has said it. Not Eric Harris, Mary Camacho has said it. Nathan Lee has said it. He's been responding to people and stating he's been answering these questions. This is one of the major questions that's been asked about HOT. And for some strange reason, we have these, that's it. I'm calling you guys extremists. We have you guys who are extremists out there who are talking how HOT is going to go to zero. It makes 0 sense for HOT to go to zero. If the Holo organization, which is a for-profit organization, is going to keep HOT in its reserve, why in the hell would it allow people to purchase HOT or receive HOT back in exchange for Holo Fuel? That's how you keep the economy going. It's a balancing situation here in which one currency is stabilizing the other. I don't know how people don't understand this. It is absolutely insane. I personally don't believe I have a high IQ, but I have stated this before, and I have said this before a long time ago. Okay, this was a while back. I got the memo long time ago. I don't understand why people don't get the memo now. Am I going to be earning Holo Fuel? I got a Holo port. Hell yeah, I will be. Will I be exchanging my Holo Fuel into HOT? Yes. All of the Holo Fuel that I receive, that I earn, I'm going to exchange it to HOT. Why the hell would I keep Holo Fuel? What am I going to do with Holo Fuel? There's nothing I can do with it. Use your brain, people. Now, if you're talking about 40 or 50 years from now, when there's an apocalypse, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. And honestly, I don't care because it's not affecting me right now. I do care about the future, and I do hope that the world gets better. But I'm just saying, if there's a apocalypse, what the hell am I supposed to do? Oh, great, holo fuel is going to be used, and nobody's going to use anything else because holo fuel is the end-all, be-all. That's wonderful. That's 40, 50 years from now. That is not going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years. I can promise you that. So everybody out there who's trying to get these people to say, oh, well, no, you need to swap your holo fuel. First off, don't tell people what they should be doing. You tell them to do their research. Don't tell people that they have to do one thing or the other. Now, there's a little bit of validity for some people who are like, I'm exchanging some of my hot over to holo fuel because I want to keep my holo fuel and hope that the value goes up because there's going to be more of a need for holo fuel. And I want you guys to understand something because this is the straight up truth. The moment that holo fuel reaches exchanges, there are going to be a lot of people with some serious money purchasing holo fuel. Why? Because it's on exchange. And I know that the purpose is not to allow people who are millionaires and billionaires to buy up stuff, but that's what's going to happen in an exchange. And if that happens, when holo fuel reaches exchanges, yes, the price of holo fuel itself is going to go up. And so will hot. It just makes sense. So, I don't get it. I try. I do my best. I do my best. I do understand people. I do understand I'm not the most elegant speaker, right? I don't have a very, very white voice to, sound sexy on here to influence you to purchase a little hot, I don't have a convincing voice. I'm not one of those guys who can talk very elegantly, and I'm not one of those guys that come on this channel and tell you guys you're gonna make millions, you're gonna be millionaires, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how you do it. All you gotta do is this X, Y, and Z. I don't have that type of energy. I could translate my energy into that, but I don't. You want to know why? Because that's wrong, in my own personal opinion. It's ethically and morally wrong. I'm going to tell you to do your own research. I'm going to tell you to make sure that you understand what you are investing in and what you are, excuse me, lotion again, what you're getting involved with. And that's it. Okay? All right. So, let's see here. All right, let's go back. Sorry, you guys. I kind of got on a little rant there. Once again, somebody says, what happened? What happened to hot after swap? No reply. Great question. We have our public fact updated shortly. This will bring clarity. Question regarding hot post launch. And again, he's stating it here of what's happening. Again, is he saying it again? Did he just copy? I think he copied and pasted, which I don't even blame him. Or it could be the same one, but let's see here. Yeah. All right, let's go back to. All right. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna check that out later. All right. I don't want to spark anything crazy. All right. This is crazy. For how you think that love, wealth, food, shelter, and so on are less important than money. I'm not going to all that because yeah. Oh yeah, I could just go in here and just put in Holochain. Let's do that. So I've listened to these interviews. So when they post stuff like this, I don't have to listen to it because I've already heard it. But they're starting to do a whole lot of reposting videos that they've already done. I do have a longer attention span than some people, which is probably why I actually understood exactly what was going to happen with Hot and Hollow Fuel. Made videos on it. Tell me where, please, somebody tell me where I lied. Tell me there's a lie. All right, I'm gonna jump off of that. Sorry, jumping off. Okay, so somebody says, so Mary Camacho and the whole crew over Holochain more than a year not able to plan in advance for a VOS license, which takes 3 to 5 weeks to get issued, even within high risk sectors. Anybody care to comment who didn't do their job here? Maybe Arthur Brock. The reserve function of Holo will likely be considered a vast virtual, of course, asset provider because it interfaces Holo Fuel to crypto and eventually national currencies. We're still sorting that out with various regulators in advance of beta. This was April 18th, 2023. And yes, this is a problem. Remember, I always said we always have to take a step back. I don't know whether Mary Camacho is the one handling this from a business perspective. I don't know who their business leader is, but from a business perspective, they don't pass the smell test. They seem very disorganized, like they're all over the place. From a business perspective, I just feel that way. I am very happy and impressed and glad Mary Camacho and the Holochain organization said, hey, we're going to go out here. We're just going to be honest with everybody, and here's what's happening. Honestly, it takes a lot of balls to do that. And I'm glad that they did. That's a true business mindset to have. Hey, I'm one of those people to personally believe. Do you believe in Holochain? Do you believe that they're going to, and the whole organization, do you believe that they're going to, excuse me, do you believe that they're going to be able to do the things that they need to do to be successful? If the answer is yes, if you've done your research first. If the answer is yes, move forward. If the answer is no, get out. It's very simple. I don't make my life complicated. I don't go into projects and click on projects that I don't like and tell them that they're a scam and that I hate them and that they're not working and that they're complete BS. I don't care about them. I'm not wasting my time or my energy talking about them. I'm just not. Maybe a little bit with Solana, and I did that today, but that was like 2-3 seconds. I guess I can give a couple minutes of that. If you haven't yet, check out our blog on verifying energy. It's definitely worth a read. This is 8 hours ago. Oh, there's a blog on that? Okay, definitely want to look at that. Okay, DeFi meets DePIN. Yes, I've stated that I believe that Holochain and Holo is one of the greatest DePINs that will be in the next 10 years. Within the 10 years. So whatever 10 years that they've been doing. They were ETH Denver for 2024. I gotta find out where they're gonna be in Singapore. But yes, I do think it's going to be the greatest DePIN project ever in 10 years, for sure. I can't assure that, but yeah. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry. Let me translate this post. I don't get it. I listened again to the brief launch regarding this topic. It seems that what is new is not the application to be VOS, but an additional legal clarification. This process, please add my clarification comment. Okay, a little bit left. I mean, yeah, this is old. This is what I went to before. I'm gonna save this because I actually want to read that. Someone says, I wish if Holochain goes the same way as Cardano did a few years back, sky will be the limit for its adoption, growth, and investment. It ticks all ideal hidden checks from low ranking to cheap market cap to upcoming Holo Fuel launch. It just needs exclusive marketing with the USP. Look, the marketing has been from a business perspective. I'm sorry, you guys. From the technological side, philosophical side, for everything I believe in. When we're talking business here, we're talking business. When we're talking business, I would give them a B+ at most. How Holo organization seems to be formed, how they seem to communicate, I give it a B+. They really they need to find something or somebody so that they can understand, look at all options and understand what direction they need to take and when, or how to better communicate, how to better get your message that you want, your not only just your message, but your philosophy, the reason why you're creating this distributed ledger technology, or why it's been created, and what is the purpose of Holo. And again, how do those mix? And last but not least, why should other people care, and why is it important? When you're able to do that from a business perspective, and you're able to properly communicate your intentions behind your business, the sky's the limit. But the sky's not just the limit for money-wise. The sky's the limit in all aspects. Because while you may be bringing money in, this gives you an opportunity to have better advertising, to let people know exactly what's going on, what you're doing, what you're trying to go, where you're trying to go, and all of these things. That Holochain is out. It's out there right now. It's an open source project. There's no taking it away. Holo is like almost there. It's almost, this is its own thing. So obviously, in order to participate in Holo, Holoport, or be a dev, or to do all kinds of things within to either earn Holo Fuel or to be part of the ecosystem. So there's plenty of ways to be a part of it. But when everyday people are looking and it's like, hey, you know what? Which is why I'm glad that with the phone, that people will be like, you know what? I want that. Those capabilities on my phone, which I'm already looking at. So the moment that they have that within the phone, yeah, it's gonna be great. All right. I think the team will announce that they have solved the Holo Fuel problem within 1-3 months. I think small investors will be left out of the game during this time. We need Holochain. I've seen this graph. All right, let's. I wanted to do something. Oh man! Yeah. That's right. I wanted to go to Holo. I think they said something about. Come on, where is it? Infrastructure, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe it's Holochain. Didn't they said that they were going to be somewhere. Here we go. Yes. So, Hello Vintage Quanto's phone wrapped a fantastic Kickstarter campaign last week, but there's even more to come. Will be demoing the phone with its custom Holochain chat app Relay at Token 2049. I believe Token 2049 is in Singapore. Or the Vodafone. Yeah, Token 2029 is the world's largest crypto event. We bring together leading voices in crypto. Singapore, 18th and 19th. Yes, September 2024. So that reminds me, I won't be making a lot of videos in September. I will be out for the month. I will make a couple of videos on my phone responding to things that may or may not happen. But yeah, I'm going to be AFK for a little bit. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that note. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to end it there. I really appreciate you guys. I strongly suggest that if you are interested in hot and hollow fuel and understanding what you're actually getting into, please make sure that you do your own research. So I'm going to end it with all the videos I always say. Please do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, above all else, this world is indeed crazy. So I need you guys to please, please, please stay safe out there. Okay, my friends? Bye.